Hey, what's up, Greenlight Bar? How we doing? All right. Welcome to Playlisted, the podcast. Tonight's episode 71. Mikey, hold the bucket up. I know there's already some people that put their name in. If you're not booked on the show, we're going to do a bucket poll or two at the end of the show. So go ahead and put your name, your song on your ticket and throw it in the bucket. Let's get started, though. Come on, guys. Make some noise for your host, Austin Burke.
All right, how's everybody doing? Y'all feeling good? All right, welcome to the Greenlight Bar. Welcome to Playlisted. My name is Austin Burke. We got Cody Hawkins right here. It's gonna be a good night. I know everybody's coming off the CMA Fest hangover, but man, what an incredible week it was. Just a lot of fun. If you guys weren't here, we had Cole Swindell and Jeffrey Steele here on Thursday, and if I'm being honest with you, it was kind of a moment for the podcast where I was like, I feel like it's happening. I feel like it's the momentum we needed to kind of, get this show on the road. So
Dude,
it was crazy.
It was hot in here.
It was crazy
in more than one way.
But anyways, good to be back here. We got a great show tonight. This is I told our guest that he's welcome to come on here whenever he wants. He's just so freaking smart. I mean, I can go on and on about him. I want to just give a quick shout out to our sponsors real quick. First, Truist Bank. Truist Bank has been helping artists and musicians, songwriters since 1987 here in Nashville. They are just an incredible bank that understands musicians' money, songwriters' money, how to handle it. It's very weird how we get paid, but they have a specific division for music that is just the best. And so big shout out to Truist Bank. They've been doing this for over 30 years, and they have hands-on experience for all you artists out there. So if you're looking for a bank, Truist is your bank. Also tonight we have $6 Pantalones Tequila. All right. It's Matthew McConaughey's Tequila, and they are a big sponsor of ours. Very excited about that. Be sure to get your tequila at the bar. Miss Kylie's the best. She pours very strong, but she's she'll take care of you over there.
When she pours.
What is that?
That was terrible.
What the hell is that?
Joe got it. Hell yeah, guys.
Love it.
Come on, little Luke Combs.
Oh. Dude. What's the Yeah, that was terrible.
I knew
and then also we got Kimes Ranch. Every artist that comes up on this stage is going to get a one-of-one Kimes Ranch hat just for performing. We got the Playlisted logo on the side. You cannot buy these. You can only get this hat if you perform on the show. I ran into a guy on Broadway wearing this hat, and I was shocked because he didn't perform. Somebody gave it to him. You can't be giving these hats out.
Yes, and
but I did take a photo with him because I thought it was fucking cool.
It was a great photo.
Anyways, big shout out to Kimes Ranch. They are awesome.
Go buy their jeans too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got an incredible guest. Basically, every clip that I have posted of his last episode has gone viral. He is in the Country Radio Hall of Fame. He was about as high up as you can get with iHeartMedia. I mean, he started Big Loud, Morgan Wallen, Hardy, all those guys.
Yeah.
He worked with Big Machine, Scott Borchetta, all those guys. But he now runs Honey Music, and he's a label head. He's publishing. He's touring. He's brand manager. He's everything. He is literally everything that this business is. He is. Yeah. So one of my favorite guests, he's back again. Give it up for Clay Hunnicutt. Oh, yeah. Welcome back.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
With that kind of introduction, I thought it was somebody else.
Man, no, it's just, I think the more that I realize and learn about this show, because, you know, this is episode 71 now, but we're still figuring it out. They say podcasts take 100 episodes to figure out what you're doing. And I think your episode was really pivotal for the show because it's entertaining, but it's also educational. I think people need to understand behind the scenes how this business works. And you've done it all, man. I know we talked a little bit about it last time, but you've literally done every job within country music and music in general. Why don't you introduce yourself again to people that might not know you and talk a little bit about who you are.
My name's Clay. I just follow Austin around and make sure he looks good. Me and Cody. So a lot of years in the radio business. Left the radio business, kind of stepped off the ledge, as I call it, and started a record label, Big Loud Records, and had an amazing run there for about 4.5 years, and then left and went to Big Machine Records, and was there about 5.5 years, and now I do multiple jobs and a little bit of a diversification, and consult some artists and manage some artists, and also really work through for Merch Traffic, which is a big merch company out on tour. We do Bruno Mars, Metallica, Adele, the biggest acts in the world. And music's always at the heart of it. Country music especially too for me, because I grew up in it. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I think my first CMA awards, I was 6. My mom worked for Kraft, the company Kraft that makes cheese and mayonnaise. America's great things, America. And she got tickets, and we were kids, and Opryland was still around, so we went to Opryland and played all day, and then went to the CMA Awards that night. And I think about an hour in, I fell asleep in one of the top pews at the Opry. It wasn't at the Ryman; it was out at the Opry House. Yeah. So. Yeah, I didn't know then, but country music was in my blood.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Very cool. Well, you know the show. You've been here before, but I'm going to explain the show to anybody that might not know what's going on. The show's called Playlisted. Artists are going to come up on stage. They're going to sing a song, and we are going to give them our honest feedback on the song. And it also then turns into an interview. We get to know about these artists a little bit more than just a regular writer's round. I like to know, have you been arrested? Have you, passed out? No. We like to get to know these artists and figure out.
Are we going to call up family members tonight and let them? Just,
they have a phone a friend. They have one phone a friend.
Right.
Exactly. But I we're going to call them from the hat. But I don't know what happened. We had something mess up. So I do want to give a quick apology to Brother Joe. Brother Joe, you can come on up here and get ready. But for some reason, your name was not on the.
This is usually your opportunity to say Cody messed up.
Well, Cody works hard, so I'm sick of ragging on Cody because
Cody messed up.
Cody did mess up, but I apologize to Brother Joe. He's gonna come up here and sing a song. He's gonna show you how to do it. But as you get ready and plug in, I'm gonna talk to Clay a little bit. So, working with all the artists you've worked with in radio and on the label side. What is it in the first 30 seconds listening to a song, listening to some of these artists that are going to perform tonight that makes you say they got it or they don't?
You know what? For me, it is it's the double whammy of having a good personality, but also being able to deliver a song that shows star power. That's in that first 30 seconds, because there are great songs out there. I don't think there's any artist that walks in the room and says, I wrote all of these songs. That's great, but that's not the 10, 12 best songs in Nashville right now. But I, really looking for that person that can come in, command a room. They're comfortable. They're not shy. They're not like a wallflower, so to speak. And then they come in and then they can do it in front of you, because I think this is the perfect evidence of somebody being able to really do it. Because, I've said it before. It's like you can go in the studio and, most producers can make most anybody sound really good. But to really do it with just you and a guitar in a room and and sitting in an intimidating room when you're at a record label with the head of the label or the CEO like Scott Borchetta or Seth England at Big Loud or anybody else, that's an intimidating room. That's a hard thing to do. I can't imagine walking in and doing that and putting your heart and your life out there, because these are your babies, the songs, and this is kind of your moment.
All right, Brother Joe, first of all, I'm sorry for not putting you on the lineup.
Not a problem.
It was not my fault. It was Cody's fault.
It's definitely Cody's fault. He looks like a dude who's at fault.
But happy to have you, man. What song? You're singing a song called Hard to Leave?
Yes, sir.
All right, give it up for Brother Joe singing Hard to Leave.
I just paid my tab and it's getting kinda late. Early's gonna come real early, gotta be at work by 8. I was heading for the door when you walked in. My jaw was on the floor along with all of my good sense. Torn between what I need and what I want. I know that I should go. I've already stayed here longer than I wanted to stay. But the way you look, girl, when you look my way, yeah. Those sweet cherry lips and hypnotizing eyes, the way you smile at me, it makes it hard to leave. Hard to leave, yeah. Baby, take my hand and lead me to the floor. I'm feeling that groove of yours, it leaves me wanting more and more and more. I get to know you, the closer that we get. Girl, there ain't no way this country boy is leaving yet. I've already stayed here longer than I wanted to stay, yeah. But the way you look, girl, when you look my way, hey, those sweet cherry lips and hypnotizing eyes, the way you smile at me, it makes it hard to leave. Leaning in for that first good night kiss, baby, I'm all in, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I've already stayed here longer than I wanted to stay, yeah, yeah, yeah. But the way you look, girl, when you look my way, hey, all those sweet cherry lips and hypnotizing eyes, the way you smile at me, it makes it hard to leave. Hard to leave, yeah. Thank y'all.
Brother Joe. Hell yeah, man. Where are you from?
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, but I lived here in Nashville for about 10 years.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Very cool song. Tell us about that song.
Man, I honestly just wanted to have some sausage and cheese and crackers, but I walked through a room that my roommate and another friend of ours were writing in, and they said, hey, man, you need to write on this with us. And so I set my sausage, cheese, and crackers down, and we wrote, I think, a pretty good song. I mean, we had a really good time. One of the writers was Greg Matthews. The other was Joe Bazzelli. Greg Matthews we just said goodbye to. He passed away, so we celebrated his life a couple weeks ago, and so it's an honor that I get to release this song.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, but that's a beautiful tribute to him, and I think he'd be proud. You can take that mic off, by the way. It might be easy.
Beautiful. That way I can look into your pretty eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And move that thing out of your way so we can see your beautiful face.
Out of my way.
There you go.
Maybe.
Man, so is that, you said that song's coming out soon?
So yeah, I'm working on it right now with Jeff Huskins over at BMG, and I'm not sure when it's going to be released, but we're kind of socking those songs away to share with some people. So
Cool.
yeah.
Man, I guess my only thing, like your voice is so smooth. Your guitar playing is phenomenal. I loved so much of that song. There was a part in the bridge where it's like, I'm all in, and then you say, yeah. I think you can just say, I'm all in, and hold the in, because it rhymed with whatever was before that. I can't remember. And then you go lips, eyes, me, leave. For some reason, my ear was wanting 3 E's right there. So it was your cherry lips, da-da-dee, da-da-da-da, me, it makes me hard, want to leave. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that might be an easy, I don't know if it's too late, but just from a songwriting perspective, I was wanting a lot of
Different
songwriters. Well, a lot of songwriters do things in 3s. I know you wanted the boom, 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 A, B, A, B, or sorry, A, A, B, B. I think you could have done 3 there, and it would just be ear candy, because that whole song was ear candy. And I'm only critiquing this because it's so fucking good. It was so good. So good.
advice,
What'd you
man.
think, Clay?
Yeah, man. Loved your voice. Are you doing like club gigs and that kind of thing?
We've been doing some. We're trying to do more.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
okay. Yeah, you can tell you've been playing and stuff. Love the guitar playing. You'd be great in a room. Like we were talking about while you were setting up, doing that in front of a room full of 5 people would be, you could hold your own, which is fantastic. Like the song, love the tempo, love the feel. The one thing I love about Nashville songwriting is all the visual nature of it, which you had with the cherry lips and, the other things. I kind of went there. Like you could visualize the scene, so to speak, which I love about Nashville songwriting. And you took me there, and because a lot of like LA songwriting and other things are more generic in nature or about feelings versus setting the scene of the chairs, the people, other things like that. So I loved that aspect of the storytelling and kind of taking me there. You made it hard for me to leave.
Yeah,
Brother
sure.
Jay.
No, it was phenomenal. From the start to the end, it was just a great performance. And is that your girl right there?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
man.
what's her name?
Her name is Evie Lynn, and she's an artist in her own right as well.
Well, I
Abby
saw her.
Lynn.
I saw
She
her
used to
singing
throw her name
along.
in the hat and come up later.
Yeah, I
Let's
saw her
go.
singing along, and right when you said the cherry lips, you looked right at her. And
Oh, yeah.
she was singing every word. So that
See,
was.
you had the perfect setup, man. We said, "Hey, tell us about that song." You could have said, "That's about her."
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's totally about her. Dude, best lips in Texas. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Man.
So he told me he lives in Austin now as of like a year.
Yes.
Year? Okay.
I moved down there. We're closer to family now, which is nice. You can understand, being a transplant to Nashville and being here for some time. I didn't have family with me for 25 years, so it's really special to have this time to be close to family. But we're still up here working all the time.
I love it. I gotta ask, what did the tally marks mean on your arm?
That was my weight
exact
loss
same
journey.
question.
Yeah, those body count, buddy.
Literally.
I don't have. She's not on there yet. Got to go back to the artist. So yes, that is my weight loss journey. I used to be 420 pounds, and
Whoa, congratulations, man.
thank you. And I'm still on my journey. And by the time I'm done, it should be wrapped all the way around. But I in 2020 I was turning 40. I'm an old one, guys. And I was like, you know what? If I want to be Brother Joe, I'm going to have to do something about this. And so went and did it and got after it. And this is 104 on the arm, give or take. Yeah.
Wow.
Depends on the day or the hour.
Exactly. Depends on the touring.
Congratulations,
Hell yeah,
man.
that's
What
big. That's awesome.
420 pounds, was that because of the 420 or what was the
No,
what was
I wasn't aiming for it. No, that is just the highest that I ever was.
Okay.
There's 420 pounds. It was my highest weight.
Yeah.
And there's actually more tally marks that belong on this arm. So.
Okay. What
So was there I'm interested in the story because there's always like on those kind of journeys, was there like a moment like you were like, okay,
Absolutely.
I'm done. Like you had a life or death moment, or you're like, I'm walking up this hill and I'm winded and I shouldn't be. I mean,
Yeah.
what was that moment?
I'll tell you exactly what it was. I was doing a benefit concert for first responders up in Greenville, Ohio. And the whole thing was filmed. And I was watching the video footage performing back, and I went, that's not me. That's not the person that I see in my head. and I'm looking at this other man performing Brother Joe songs. That's not Brother Joe. There won't be a Brother Joe if we continue on this path. And that video footage is what kind of turned it around for me.
Yeah. Amazing,
Awesome,
man.
I love it. Give it up for
Good
that.
job.
Thank y'all.
Way to go, man.
Thank you, guys.
That's more important than the song was, by the way.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's big.
Without it,
That's
the song
big.
wouldn't be there.
Yeah, you got to be around for her at the
Yes,
end of the
sir.
day, man.
Man, what for somebody that's maybe struggling with anything really? I mean, I've been very open about my gambling addiction on this podcast. I've been it's going to be coming up on 2 years now that I haven't gambled, but we like to talk about this. Like, what advice can you give somebody that might be struggling with and wanting to like lose weight but doesn't know how?
Oh man, can I bring her up?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Come
on.
here, baby.
Come on.
Come on.
Look, the reason I found this woman was actually because of the light that she shines, and you know,
Grab
she's
that
got
mic,
a
that
page
mic.
on TikTok that you know, she talks a lot about the getting out of the grips of darkness and going towards the light. So
You
you
gonna
know,
put me
she's
on the
really
spot,
good at
though.
putting it into words. So you know, what would you say, hon?
Okay, well, I guess I don't know exactly about the weight loss journey, but I do know about when you're carrying around something with you for so long that's not intended for you. Something that's stealing from your joy, stealing from your peace, just taking away from your overall quality of life that you know is now your own master. Like everything else goes to the wayside. When you realize what that one thing is, everybody's out here trying to figure out what their to-do list is, right? You're writing this to-do list, what you need to do. If you just make a to-don't list, it's normally one thing. It might be two. But if you get up that day and you don't do that one thing that's been hurting you and harming you and stealing your peace and just not letting you live the best life that you can live, everything else falls into place. For me, it was putting God first, and he plucked me out of a situation.
Amen.
I'm telling
Amen.
you, without him, nothing is possible.
Dang.
And this one traveled with he was a worship pastor for 20 years. He traveled with all the big churches, and they were singing, and I only found God about 5 years ago. He was with me all along, but he fully revealed himself and showed me exactly who he was. And he plucked me out, and he put me in a jail cell, actually. I found Jesus in a jail cell, y'all. Let me tell you that.
That's a song.
That's the song right
It's
there.
coming. It's on the way. I found Jesus in a jail cell.
Oh my God.
Where he called my name.
Oh, shit.
Right?
I quit.
It'll be something, but
Let's go.
but just do the one to don't. Just do the one to don't. Love yourself, and everything else is going to fall into place.
Let's go. Come on.
She said it way better than I
There
could
you
have.
go.
So.
There you go.
Preach.
You gotta drop the weight, no matter if it's real weight
I got a good
or
one for
the
that.
weight of a
Absolutely.
burden. Yeah. Way to go.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Man.
Damn right.
Man, I'm gonna. This is a perfect moment to do this. By the way, thank you so much. That was beautiful. That was unbelievable,
Brother Joe, great job.
Yeah,
man.
I'm pretty
Great
sure.
job.
Like, God, are you Father Joe? This is crazy. All right, we got 3. The reason the show's called Playlisted is we have some playlists that you can get on Apple Music and Spotify. But if just by getting up here and being on the show, you automatically are on the roster. Check out all of the artists that are on the roster. And if you do really well, you make something called rotation, which we let the fans decide if it goes up or down. And it's very, like, we're working on making sure the fans decide what they
Yes,
like.
yes.
And then it's very rare. It doesn't happen a lot, but we do have something called the A-list. And Brother Joe, you made the A-list tonight.
Man, oh, man. Thank you, fellas. I appreciate you very
Loud as
much.
shit.
And you
Thank
get to
so
lose
much.
your hearing as well.
Yeah. We're not only losing weight on this stage, we're losing hearing as
Might
well.
need to check the old ticker after that one again.
Unreal. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you, guys.
man. Appreciate you.
Thanks. Hey, can we do a thing? Can I ask for a feature?
Yeah.
Since this is my second time on the
Yes.
show and stuff. So the songs that don't make it to the A list and stuff, can we do it? So you've been clay listed.
Yes. That's the clay list.
Yeah.
Dude, we got to do that.
You don't want to be on the clay
Yeah,
list.
yeah. The clay list is
I mean,
below the roster. You don't even,
I don't even know
That's
what
hilarious.
I would
Thanks,
play.
Joe. Appreciate you,
Yeah,
man.
thank you, man. Appreciate it.
fellas.
Give it up. Brother Joe. All
Sorry.
right, let's
Sorry,
get the
Holt.
first name out of the hat.
Sorry. About right there.
All right. First up, Luke. Williams.
Luke Williams.
Luke.
Also, I forgot to give these Kimes Ranch hats out. Cody will give those to you. Give it to both of them. All right, as Luke gets up here, let's see here. So, you've seen stars before they were stars. For a brand new artist in this room, what's the actual path from becoming unknown to getting the industry to care?
Two things. A lot of hard work by the artist, not just their team, but by the artist. And then having a great team around you of people that believe in you and that can help you propel yourself, that get the vision of who you are, that are believers in you. I tell a lot of people the most important thing, whether you sign a publishing deal, a record label deal, a manager, a lawyer, an accountant, or business manager, anything like that, it's they need to believe in you because you cannot substitute passion for an artist and for a person. They need to care about you as an individual first because it is a business, but you need to find that person that is your cheerleader, that's your person that's like, that no matter what happens in the room that says, I know things aren't going perfect, because there's going to be times where things don't go your way or don't happen as fast as you think they should or anything. And there needs to be somebody in the room shouting your name, shouting for you, saying, no, I believe in them. This is my person. I know they can do it. I know they can make it.
A champion. We call it a champion, right?
Right.
So
100%.
Who would you say that you are a champion of right now?
Oh, man. Well, a guy that I worked with at Big Machine, Jackson Dean, I think he is just the crap, man. He is incredible. His voice, his vision, his artistic nature. He's such a wonderful human being, too. I think Jackson is destined for really fantastic things. And there's another, there's a guy that's been knocking around town for a while, and he was on Curb, but Fillmore, who we do some work with. But he's just a really good person, and I want him to make it so badly for him and his family, and he's got 2 little babies, and it's just, that makes you want to work that much harder for them. But Fillmore's amazing. But yeah, there's all kinds of people like that you just root for because you meet them. And Hudson Westbrook, who's like really blowing up now and stuff. And I've got friends that work around him, and they just talk about who he is as a person and just his work and his hard work. And I just want somebody that works as hard as I do, and I don't want to have to drag them. Sasha's great. Sasha is a Canadian artist. She's a female artist. She's fantastic. And you know what? It's one of those things. It's like also too that what makes you be a champion of those people is you hear their stories. Sasha was 17 years old with her twin sister, homeless, like living out of black garbage bags and jumping from friend's house to friend's house until their parents would find them and say, you can't stay here. And then finally somebody took them in, and then, her and her twin sister started working at Tim Hortons, and then finally got an apartment, and, and then drugs, alcohol take over. And then she finally meets the man that's her husband, gets her life straight, and she's like, I want to be an artist. And like they've done, two of them have just done their entire thing to make that happen.
Why have I never heard
this last time? We toured with her back in the fall, and she was unbelievable.
Why have I never heard this story?
I didn't hear that.
She's from Canada?
Yeah, she's from Canada.
Holy
yeah, but
shit.
she is
She's
just,
very good.
it just is, and it's such, like I said, that makes you want to like go help somebody, like, and also for them to hear their story, because at 17 years old, I can't imagine being 17 years old and just homeless. No. An eviction notice showing up and families falling apart, and yet she's got enough intestinal fortitude to see her life and to get cleaned up and to find Jesus and do all those things, and just to be such a bright light for other women and for music and for everything is just incredible.
I love that. That's amazing. Well, go check out all those artists, man. That's awesome. All right, who we got here? We got Luke Williams.
Luke.
All right, Luke.
What's up, Luke? How many pounds did you lose, man?
Give it up for Luke Williams singing his song, Introduce Myself.
Baby, won't you just look at me, standing tall up off of my knees, a far cry from the man that you left. What you said you wanted everything else. Well, I'm every bit the man that I should have been before. That's why I'm here at your door. This might be a little bit cocky, but when your heart's ready to rock, you best believe that I'm all in. If you ever start falling for me again, I know that I blew it last time. I thought you'd change your mind when you saw that I grew up. I ain't the boy that you knew once. Let me introduce myself. I spend less time way out at the bar and more time down at the bank. I can still go have a good time, but I'm saving more than I used to drink. True story. Well, I spend each day living like a man that wants to deserve you. Never again will I hurt you. This might be a little bit cocky, but when your heart's ready to rock, you best believe that I'm all in. If you ever start falling for me again, I know that I blew it last time. I thought you'd change your mind when you saw that I grew up. I ain't the boy that you knew once. Let me introduce myself. This might be a little bit cocky, but when your heart's ready to rock, you best believe that I'm all in. If you ever start falling for me again, I know that I blew it last time. I thought you'd change your mind when you saw that I grew up. I ain't the boy that you knew once. Let me introduce myself. Girl, let me introduce myself.
All right, Luke
Thank y'all.
Williams, everybody.
Luke.
Luke, how you doing, man?
I'm glad to be here. Very glad to be here.
All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm from a little town called Beebe, Arkansas, about 30 miles from Little Rock. I've been a full-time musician since I was 8 years old. I've been playing honky-tonks and VFWs with my dad and traveling, and been very blessed. Been back and forth to Nashville my whole life. I'm in the process of moving back to Nashville and just trying to write songs and get them out there and play in front of as many people as I can.
Tell us a little bit about that song. Was it specific to you, or?
It kind of changed meaning. I wrote it a couple years ago when I was in another project where I was just playing guitar. It was a trio thing. And that band was going to record it. It was initially about a girl, but when I recut my version, it took on more of how I feel about the music business. Like, you know, in my 20s, I was a bit of a screw-up, and I've done a lot of self-work, and it's about wanting to be better than you were yesterday and prove people wrong and say you can be more than you were, you know? So
Feel that, brother.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That
Yeah,
honestly made
it's
me like,
very rare that I hear. Most songs are iterations of other songs, you know, or that somebody's take on that particular piece or something like that. That's rare that I hear a song that I'm like, wow, that's really unique. I've introduced myself and, you know, not only to a girl or to an industry or something like that. It's so very rare that you hear a song idea that is truly like out there far enough to where you kind of go, I don't, because most times you go, oh, that kind of sounds like this, or that sounds like that, or, you know, that's the same theme or subject as that. I don't know that I've heard that one. That's
thank you. I've got more of them.
yeah,
good.
dude, your guitar playing is phenomenal too. You said you've been playing since you were 8 years old. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Most of my career has been artist gigs playing for other people. I've worked a lot with my hero and mentor, Jeff Bates. Matter of fact, I was on the road with him and Ronnie McDowell this weekend.
Oh, wow.
And just blew back into town. So
That's
It's a
awesome.
blast from the past.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
your chord changes just threw me, but in a good way. Like, it was phenomenal, dude.
Yeah, it was the perfect amount of artistry, but commerciality as well. And I think that's really important. We talk a lot about that. Like, you got to be able to to sell a song. You know, a lot of times we hear songs up here that are artistically amazing, but it's like that's such a personal song. I don't know how commercial it'll be, or it's just too. You know what I'm saying? But you rode that line very well and threw in your original touches, which I loved as well. I guess my next question for you is like, what's next? You said you're kind of in between Nashville, you're in Arkansas. Like, what are you gonna do to kind of take your? I'm guessing you want to be an artist.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so what are you gonna do to take your artist career to the next level?
So I'm booked up for most of the year right now, and I'm obviously, going to do that and give it my best go and try to pick up some fans along the way. And me and my beautiful girlfriend Kaylee, who is the most supportive woman in the world.
Are you bringing her up to talk?
No. I was.
The last brother Joe brought it.
Yeah, what the heck?
You want to say something?
No,
No.
she's told me many times. She's like, keep me away from the microphone. No, she's wonderful. But the goal is to move back to Nashville. We're hoping by January of next year. We're in the process of coming back. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, it's great to be booked up, but man, get here where you can
Yes,
write
sir.
every day. Just write. Everything that's like, if you've got other ones like that, I think that's great.
Yeah. Who do you look up to? Who are your heroes in music, or who's somebody you aspire to be like?
man, I'm a guitar player. Brad Paisley, Keith Urban. I got to meet Brad and play once with Brad when I was a kid, and he was so sweet to me, very inspiring, and I've been going at it and still chasing it.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, man, we're gonna put you on rotation. I really like that song, and
Thank you.
man, keep.
Welcome to Miami.
Yeah, welcome to Miami. But man, seriously, very impressed with you. And my only advice to you would be just slow down, just take it in. And I know this isn't not a normal show. You're used to like doing bigger shows and on stage and playing guitar. But take a moment, take a breath, take it in, and just let everything come to you and be the best version of yourself. But I think you played a little bit quick, and I could tell you're a little bit nervous, which is okay.
Absolutely.
But just I say this so many times that I feel annoyed saying it, but
No, I wanna hear it
fill the
again.
room with your color is what I say, because when you do that, you fill the room with your color, you fill the room with your vibe, you fill the room with your energy, and that allows everybody to kind of come into your space.
And in these rooms like this, the smaller the audience, the more vulnerable it is. So I get the nerves and stuff, because sometimes it's easier to play in front of 10,000 people than it is to play in front of 10 people.
True story.
So yeah, it's but just that's where we were talking earlier before you came up, is like just be able to own that room and to be able to connect and find those connections and in the room and be able to deliver that just as well as you do when you can't see past the first row. Yeah.
For sure. Is that song out?
Yes, sir, it is. I
Oh,
put
cool.
out a whole album, and that's the title track to the new album. I wrote every song on it. So
Cool. I'm going to listen to it on the way home. I'm excited to hear it. Yeah, man. Congratulations. We can't wait to have you back here in Nashville.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Give it up
Thanks,
for Luke
man.
Williams.
Luke, great job, buddy. Good job.
Turn the sounds down in the monitor.
All right, let's get the next name out of the hat here.
It is Eli Alger.
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 Eli Alger.
Alger. Eli. Eli. Going
Is Eli
once.
not here?
I don't know.
Going twice. Did Eli bail on us?
We
He gets on the clay list.
Nah, he's on the playlist. Yeah,
No
yeah. We need
show.
music for
Let's
that.
go.
What's the playlist music?
that one again.
Wah, wah, wah.
We don't have any playlist.
No.
Here's the playlist.
Run.
By the way, now's the perfect time to say we have the bucket right there, Mikey. Will you hold up the bucket? We do have a bucket.
The bucket.
On Thursday with Cole Swindell, there were 50 names in that bucket, and we did nothing but bucket pulls. It was incredible.
Awesome.
And at one point, this show is going to be nothing but bucket pulls. If you're in the crowd, you want to put your name in the bucket, please do so.
So no Eli.
So Eli, we came one night, completely lost his voice. He almost couldn't talk.
Oh,
so
wow.
we rebooked him. We corresponded through email. We picked this date.
And he's not here again?
Sure what happened.
So now he completely lost his phone and his schedule, not just
for
his voice.
sure on the playlist.
All right, he's done.
All right,
Eli.
next.
Poor Eli.
Eli. It's like No Show Jones, like George Jones stuff going on here. Yeah. PJ Ferguson.
All right.
PJ in the room.
Everybody.
Oh,
Is
no.
PJ here?
This is going to be a really short show
Oh my
tonight.
God.
Man,
oh my God.
PJ.
PJ's been booked on the show since February. Where are you, PJ?
Wow, PJ.
Good thing the guy that wasn't supposed to be on the show was fucking here. All right.
You are dead to me, PJ and Eli.
All right, we got
There's
names
4 names in the bucket.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
just go to the bucket. Screw
No,
it. We got a better shot in the bucket. They're here. Let's go.
unreal.
Holy cow.
No, don't run the drum roll. They haven't
There's
showed
too
up.
many fucking drum rolls.
Jesse Lee.
Jesse Lee.
Jesse Lee.
Jesse's
Let's go,
here.
Jesse.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
She's got to get on the A-list just for showing up. Just come on. Come on.
Oh my God.
Holy
Jesse.
cow.
Let's go.
Jesse. What's up, Jesse?
Oh, dear.
How are you?
Oh,
Would seem I'm off.
man. All right. So there were you know it was a good show when I went home after the first show and I had like 30 questions I didn't ask you. But you left radio to start Big Loud.
Right.
What was that experience like? I know you mentioned earlier it was quite a leap. I mean, you work your way up to the top, the highest level of radio, and then to take a risk.
Yeah. No, it was, look, I mean, I think it's an educated risk. It's several things happened in that process, was feeling comfortable with the people that you're leaving a job for, because I'd been in radio for 27 years. I knew I wanted to do something different. But I think 2 things happened for me. One was feeling secure in the fact that I figured if it didn't work out, I was employable by somebody. If that's my worst case scenario, that it didn't work out, but I could still go get a job, then I was okay and the risk was worth it. There was an opportunity there. The other thing is that, really assessing the situation and being able to look at artists like I looked at radio stations. They are brands. So Jessie is a brand. She has a look, she has a feel, colors you love. There's probably, I don't know you, so this is not inappropriate in any way, but there's a sight, there's a smell, there's a sound. Coca-Cola is that way. Home Depot is that way. Home Depot always has the orange, and it's the DIY stuff and all those kind of things. And artists are entities as well. They're brands, and things always have to adhere to that brand. So everything Jessie should always be that way. It should never deviate from that. And as long as it runs through that filter, then it is natural to Jessie or to Carly Pierce or to Morgan Wallen or to anybody else, just like it is a radio station. The Big 98 here in Nashville is the Big 98. There's colors that go with it. There's logos that go with it. It's always the Big 98. It's not, you don't deviate from that. And when you deviate and people kind of go, that doesn't match up for me, that's when you lose them. I mean, if you open a can of Coke and it's Sprite, you're not going to keep the Coke people for very long. I mean, so it's really thinking about it that way. And I've had a lot of people ask me, how did you make that transition? It's just looking at the business that way of it. But again, it was also the step off the ledge was like, I'm going to go risk everything for this because I know I didn't think, I like believing in myself and believing in the people around me that I was going into business with. But then also it's like, if this just doesn't work, then I'll be okay. And if so, then you can step off that ledge with no fear, no guilt, no nothing. And just like, I'm going to go all in as hard as I can go.
I love that. And did they have the artists already? Like, what did that label look like
there was no label. It was a publishing company and a management company, and the only artist was Chris Lane. And Chris Lane, we took his first single, Fix, to #1. But that was the very first project. I mean, there was nothing else was signed to the record label at all, and it was just incredible. The team there, and there's a lot of the team members that are still there doing a phenomenal job. But Morgan Wallen came in wanting to sign a publishing deal, and then we heard the demos with his voice on it, and Sething was like, does he want to be an artist? As we're sitting with his managers, and it's like, yes, okay, well then let's talk about both of these things. And so it's being present, being ready to make a snap decision. And that's what I loved about that was like, and Scott Borchetta's done it for years at Big Machine too. It's like being able to move on a dime, just going, I love that. And we're going to work together and we're going to figure it out. And Hardy, same way, incredible songwriter. But like when you hear his vocal, you're like, holy crap, man, what do you want to do? Let's figure that out. So
you guys were able to kind of pivot when some of the other labels felt
100%.
a little bit like they couldn't move as fast. You guys were quick.
Well, everybody wants, I mean, look, in our world as human beings, we want to put things in silos. We want to label them, stick them there, and that kind of stuff. And I think that's the worst thing you can do. It's like, because, I mean, if you go listen to Hardy's double album, you know, it's part country, part just scream in your face rock and roll, which I love because that's how I grew up. Was listening to Alabama, but I loved Motley Crue. You know, I mean, it's like we're human beings. We don't consume music in a normal fashion. And so I think, just being open to any of that, and it's letting great artists be artists, and then we'll find a place for the music. It's just let them create. Just go create.
That's so cool. All right, Miss Jessie, you ready to go?
I am.
All right, everybody,
Enough about
give it
us,
up
Jessie.
for Jessie Lee singing "Granny Was a Groupie."
Granny was a groupie back in the day, delivering the doobies to the gas backstage. She must have been a hippie, 'cause boy did she believe in free love. Granny was a groupie having a ball, said she loved the music, but that wasn't all. That front row broth row always got her up on that bus. So maybe that's why I can shake it like Elvis. Maybe that's why I'm always blowing in the wind. I'm a brown-eyed girl, but Granny won't tell us whose tour bus bunk she woke up in. Oh. Granny was a groupie, and I'm doing math. It was Woodstock plus 9 months after that. Mama showed up, the tongues all wagged, and said she looks like Crosby, Stills, and Nash. So maybe that's why I'm a guitar picker. Maybe that's why I'm a Rolling Stone. I don't know who in the Who I resemble, but the wheels on the bus always sound like home, yeah. Sometimes I go to the record store and I flip through the vinyls and wonder, am I next in a line of legends, or did she just bang the drummer? Ooh. So maybe that's why I party like Bo Cephas. Hell, my name could have come from Jerry Lee. Who was she waving to while the bus was leaving? Granny's gotta know, but she won't tell me. No, 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 she won't tell me. Granny was a groupie back in the day, delivering the doobies to the guys backstage. She must have been a hippie, 'cause boy did she believe in free love. Oh, thank you very much.
Cody stands, I'm standing. Yeah.
No, that was great. That was great.
Thank you, guys.
Very cool. It's so rare that we hear a song original like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Very unique, very everything. Yeah.
Gosh, very cool.
Can I ask a favor?
Please.
Okay, so can you do another like verse chorus for me of something I'm gonna ask you?
Maybe, yeah.
What do you mean
we can
maybe?
try.
Okay, so I'm sure you've got some cover songs you know and that you can do that are pop.
Yeah.
Okay, can you do just verse chorus? You pick. I don't care.
Okay.
Pick.
Does Amy Winehouse count?
Sure. Yes, that'd be amazing. Yeah, I want to hear you do that.
What you were saying earlier about when it's like smaller little crowds, it is weird. You get a little bit more nervous in smaller things.
Take your time. Take your time.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all them things what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Well, since I come home where my body been a mess, I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me. Well, why don't you come on over, Valerie, Valerie, whoa, Valerie, oh, Valerie, lady, why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Yeah, come on. The reason I ask you to do that is because with artists, when you do such a unique song like your first one, it's like to hear your voice doing something else. This is why I think like Lainey Wilson is so successful, because Lainey can do the countryest of country, which is what you did in the first song. Yeah. And then she can turn on a dime and she's got this big vocal and can do something completely different. There's so many artists that like after you hear about 4 or 5 songs, every song sounds the same. And you don't. And that's why I wanted to hear you do that, because I knew hearing your voice on the first one, I was like, oh, she's probably got other gears in there somewhere, because that's the trick to being able to appeal to a larger audience. Because if you're just one note all the time, that's got a niche to it, and that's great. But then when you can go do these big ballads, or you can go do stuff with pop artists, you can go do this. That is such a key to being a massive artist and a worldwide artist, not just,
linear.
Yeah, very linear. Yeah, it's you're. I don't mean this ugly, but like an inch deep and a mile wide versus being, very linear. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, that was incredible. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am actually originally from Nashville. My dad was a songwriter here for about 25 years, I guess. And so I grew up here. And then in 2015, when I was 17 years old, we moved back to Texas. My family's from Texas. So I spent about the last, 8 years or so playing all around Texas, had a band. And so that's what I do full time for the last 8 years. I've been able to do it full time in Texas. And I just got moved back up here actually in October. I came back here for a short stint during COVID, and I actually had to bartend over at the local for a while. And and then COVID kind of ended up pushing me back to playing back in Texas, because Texas was a little more open. So, but anyways, so I'm back here. I'm writing almost every day, and I go back and forth to Texas every 2 weeks and go play down there for 2 weeks at a time.
What's your dad's name?
His name's David Lee.
David Lee Murphy?
No. He actually does have a shirt that says Murphy with a big X going through it, and then David Lee Murphy has the same one opposite.
That's awesome.
But, my dad wrote down here a lot of the 2000 stuff.
What's his biggest song?
He wrote like I Need You for Tim and Faith, and he wrote Letters from Home for John Michael Montgomery. And
Ooh, big hit.
That's a
big hit.
Yeah, he
that's
wrote
a great song.
Bunch of stuff throughout the 2000s, and helped Cody Johnson with a lot of his stuff. He wrote Ain't Nothing to It, and With You I Am, and Me and My Kind, all kinds of Cody's stuff.
Holy shit.
He was a really awesome writer. And then he kind of, I think once Spotify and everything kind of came out, he was kind of seeing his way out and wanting to go back to Texas. He started a band, and now he's opened a music venue down there. So now I'm taking it and trying to pick up where he left off.
I love it. Wow.
That's awesome. So I saw that you write with veterans.
I do.
Yeah. So tell me about that, or tell us about that, and just the experience and what you've, not necessarily the songs you've written, because that's the end product. What's that journey like with a serviceman?
Yeah, it's the best thing I've ever got to do with music. Back in, I guess probably 2019, I want to say, maybe 2020, I started working with this program called Operation Song. And basically, it started when I had moved back to Texas. there's this rehab facility down there called Warrior's Heart, and it's only veterans and service members. And when they're dealing with drug and alcohol addiction, they go here. And so Operation Song, we go in and we sit with one of these veterans for the day at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we hear their whole story. And then our job is to turn their story into a song. And so it's a real emotional thing. It's very cathartic, I think, for a lot of these veterans. But it's a form of music therapy. And the cool thing is, I think these guys, as a songwriter, my biggest thing is always putting a little bit of light, putting a little bit of happy, even in the dark things. And so that's what I try to do with these people is hear their story and then try to find that thing where when they're having a bad day, they can go back and listen to the song and find something positive that might take them back to that place of when they were in their healing journey, So yeah, it's been the best thing I've ever got to do with music.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Thank
so
you.
That's
cool.
incredible. Great job.
Thank you.
What
I want to know more about these grannies.
What? Yeah. We
I
do
spend
have to
a lot of
ask.
time on a
is
tour
this,
bus.
Is this a true story? Is this a true story?
don't have any
tell
grannies
us
on
about-
our tour
Tell
bus.
us about your granny.
Oh, Lord. My mom, I talked to her earlier, and she's like, do not say that song was about Grandma. Grandma's going to hear this and be mad at me. Well, I'll just say this because I love my grandma, and she's still around, and I don't want to upset her. But my family is very colorful. My family is full of color and life, and
Boy, she is dancing all around this, isn't she?
She is. We're gonna get there.
I was gonna say for every absent father, there's a woman that is trying to find her way in my family, and so that's kind of what happened when I went to this rite. My mom, she just found out around Christmas time who her dad is. And my mom is in her late 50s. And nothing against my grandma, but the day that my mom was actually going to get the DNA test back, I went to a rite with Jay Knowles and Becca Ray and two of my favorite writers in town. And I was telling them the whole story, and they were like, we need to write about that. So my granny wasn't actually a groupie, but, the song... You had to have a little color added to it.
I love it. No, it's a cool
awesome.
spin. It's exactly what you said. It's a light on a dark situation, right? It might have been one of the craziest moments of your mom's life, but for you to take that story and bring light to it, I think is beautiful. And that's what
Thanks.
we need to do as songwriters is shape that. And everybody, I think it's cool as shit. I think your grandma is a hippie.
That's great.
Thank you.
And honestly, we hear so many songs every week, and there's something about your tone. There's something about your storytelling. There's something about you as an artist, you as a songwriter. My question for you is not there's nothing you need to change. My question for you is, what do you want?
That's a loaded question. I think my whole plan of moving back here is I want to get a publishing deal. I want to write songs for other artists, and I want to continue my own independent artist journey, and wherever that leads me, I hope, I always try to hope God leads me in the places that he needs to lead me. But I think my biggest goal right now, I've always tried to look at things in 6-month periods, because if I don't, I get super overwhelmed. But my goal is to be able to take some more meetings. I've had a few meetings, and nothing's quite landed, but my goal is to get a pub deal, and then, like I said, I guess just keep trying to be an artist.
Well,
That's not what
Clay
Rachel
put you on the spot earlier, so I'm going to put Clay on the spot. But I think me and you need to talk after this, and I think we need to talk to some people we know and get her in front of those
very much
people.
so.
Not only am I going to put you on the roster, not only am I going to put you on the rotation, not only am I going to put you on the A-list, I'm going to do something that we never do on the show. It's very rare. You are a star. I've been looking for somebody, a female, that has exactly what you have. You are a star. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be on the stage. You deserve to be heard worldwide. I'm going to make you the newest regular on the Playlisted podcast.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
let's go.
Thank you.
You can come on the show whenever you want.
Thank you.
Way to go, Jesse. Amazing.
Very nice
Phenomenal.
to meet you guys.
Beyond all that, being a regular, I want to help you. Like, you are a part of this show. We just had Cole Swindell on Thursday, and I had a lot of the regulars play, like big shows I want you to be a part of. I want to use this platform to elevate you. I think you're a star. I hope the world knows who you are very soon because
Thank
you
Agreed.
really are that.
Yeah,
So,
great
Thanks a
job.
lot. Thank
Great
you
job.
guys.
Yes.
Well,
We'll connect
thank you.
later. Welcome to the Playlisted
Yes,
family.
thank
Absolutely.
You guys.
Thank you
y'all
so
for
much.
listening to
Jesse
me.
Lee, everybody.
Yeah.
Unreal. You never know what you're gonna get on this show. I swear, it's crazy.
Don't you think like we're like the theme of tonight has been like be yourself? She just came up here and was like completely.
Yeah, for sure.
just
I mean,
who
and
she
look,
was, didn't care.
that's everything, man.
Yeah.
It's just like we talked about when you go into a record label or you go into any meeting or a publishing meeting or anything else. Just be yourself. It's like because somewhere out there, it's like finding your significant other. You know, it's like if you're just yourself, you're going to find that person that gets you, that is your champion, that is your person. And it's the same way in all of this. It's just be yourself. It's like this town is fake enough.
So
and
fake.
everything's propped up and made up. And so many things are. And it's hyped and that kind of stuff. And it's just like when you get that moment of finding a real person that like has lived and is just trying to make it, it's like that's the thing you want, and you'll fight for it.
No, and I also, I mean, it's so true, but the reason that this show is here at the Greenlight Bar is I've had this conversation with a lot of people. It's like, this is as real as it gets. Like this place right here, like this stage, like there's no auto-tune. There's no bullshit. Like you're coming up here and you're performing a song. Like I've never performed on the show. I'm scared shitless to do it. Like it takes a lot of balls. No, it takes a lot of balls to. No. Absolutely. I promise you won't get to do it.
PJ and Ellie and Eli canceled.
But I'm
We
telling
need a filler,
you,
man. Let's go.
no. I'm telling you, it's like it's so real and raw, and I love it. And it's cool to see this place and to see it packed and to see all these people.
Anybody that comes up here
It's crazy.
is brave.
It's
I
so
mean,
brave.
so brave.
It's
like,
so brave. Not only is
yeah.
it a live audience, we're playing it for thousands of people on YouTube and clip.
Yeah.
It gets clipped and people like it's nuts.
Yeah,
I get
it's-
nervous every episode to give my pre-show spiel, and
Cody
I don't
gets
give a
nervous
shit
about what I'm
usually.
gonna say.
Yeah, that's true. I don't
Let's
have
get
to
the
sing.
did we get the
and
next
then
name
you,
out?
and then you drop the ball on Brother Joe. But
Apparently.
other than
God.
that, even Brother Joe called you out, man. Matt Duncan, the Duncan Brothers Band.
All right.
Oh, yeah, they're
Duncan
here.
Brothers Band. Come
They're
on up
here.
here.
Matt Duncan.
I saw them.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
okay,
they're
yeah,
here.
yeah.
They're
Oh, here we go.
All right, all
Well,
right.
take your
Matt
time.
Duncan, yeah. Were y'all just over there talking, having another conversation? Were
Smoking
y'all
a
up
cig
to?
outside. What did you see in Morgan Wallen early on that everybody can learn from?
The vocal, the voice. I mean, his voice was just so unique. And also, I would say he's such an unbelievable songwriter. I mean, it's just, this is not one of those situations where he was in a room and got put on a write. He went into some of the biggest and heaviest writes with Craig Wiseman and so many other people, and they all came out of those writes just going, oh my gosh, this kid can hold his own. And then so the word of mouth started around Music Row, and he's an incredible songwriter, and then throwing that voice to it is just another thing. Those were the two things I was most impressed with Morgan in the early days was was just that aspect of it, because he just is, I mean, he's a writer's writer. I mean, he really is. I mean, Rodney Clausen and so many others who are very jaded and are not impressed very much are like, man, I'll write with this kid anytime. And it just, that's a different level.
No, it is a different level. And we're going to go from one label to the next, but Florida Georgia Line this weekend just announced that they're getting back together.
FGL. I was texting with BK yesterday.
Man, what does this mean for country music?
Massive. I think it's going to be huge. And first of all, two of the best individuals you'll ever meet in your life, but also genre-defining duo, kind of like these guys. But they are, I mean, because you think about, we've had two really, really big, massive peaks in country music. And that was about 1989 to about 1995 when it was Garth Brooks and Brooks and Dunn and Travis Tritt and all of that.
George Strait.
And George Strait. Well, I mean, he's been here since the early 80s too, but he was carrying that mantle for a long time. I mean, Randy Travis kind of started it, but then that rock element really came into country music, and it just absolutely blew up when Garth came along. And And then that, and then and then when it was Jason Aldean, FGL, Luke Bryan, that really just exploded. And these guys were just, everything to the format, and to see them now come back together and to really do it the right way. And Chief Zaruk, who was their co-manager when they were the first time of FGL, but now, and he's back involved. And so I think 2027 is going to be, I can't wait to just go and watch it as a fan and to see all of that, because I was listening to some of their music over the weekend, and I just like, man, this was a whole nother time and a whole nother feel.
No, it's unbelievable. I went to one of my first country concerts the first show I went to with my wife was FGO. And it's just, it puts you in a place and a time, and to see them, the way that they walked towards each other, it was like with the, Bob Bufford, or what's his name?
Michael Buffer.
Michael, yeah.
Yeah.
To see them walk in the ring,
Yes.
one side, and come together, it was it was beautifully crafted.
No, and it's great, long overdue, and knowing both of those guys, and just that they loved each other. But it's like, and if you look back through history, look at all of the bands. Zeppelin broke up, and you look at, the Eagles have had different iterations, and, those kind of things. And they always wind up coming back together at some point. And because there's just that magic that is the intangible, and those two guys together have it. There's nobody better than those two, of just fun and party and great music and such a unique sound with their voices and stuff. It's just, the minute they come on, that's FGL, and that's just exciting.
I know.
I'm so pumped about them coming back together.
Me too. Well, I usually don't ask questions until after you perform, but I have to segue, because you guys are a duo. We're talking about FGL, and you're brothers, right? So what's the biggest fight you've been in as brothers?
So I think the biggest one, I don't know that I can remember, is him throwing a phone at my face, and it's when the phones were like bricks. So this tooth right here is fake. So that was a pretty good one. He hit me in the face. Yeah.
It was over a girl.
What's the age difference?
I don't know. No, this was like middle school.
Oh, okay.
We are 1 minute apart. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's older? Oh, wow. So much pride in that, right?
I got him. Gotta be.
That's hilarious.
Who's mom's favorite, though?
I don't know.
The oldest one or the baby?
I have a son.
You got
that'll
the
do it.
grandkid.
All right.
You were in.
All right, everybody, give it up for the Duncan brothers singing "Not a Friend."
All right. Just you and the girls you took on the town. But it's 3 in the morning, yeah, and you're still not around. Next day you come home and you sit me down. Said, baby, we'll still be friends. How does that sound? So I don't know why, but I'm going out alone. It just feels a little better than being at home. So I'll ride out of here like a breeze in the cold. But I feel like a fool, and baby, I should've known. The sun will rise, the truth always wins. But you're not my lover, and I ain't your friend. here you are, holding out your hand. Just out of reach with your head in the sand. Baby girl, I'll be fine in the end. Oh yeah, but it's not the first time, so let's not pretend. Storms will come, and I'm like the wind, but you're not my lover, and I ain't your friend. What kind of friend leaves you alone? If a friend's what you want, then baby, you're best on your own. Ooh. Little solo right here. Sun will rise in the end. You're not my lover, and I ain't your friend. Oh, you're not my lover, your friend. Yeah, you were never my lover, and I've got enough friends. Thank you.
All right, all right.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Clay's gonna put you on the spot.
So I'm going to do to you what I did to Jesse Lee. So do you have a cover that you typically go to? That's not an original?
6 hours worth.
Yeah, so you can tell guys play close.
What's your
go? Throw it on. Sure.
do
go
a
for it.
just do a quick verse chorus.
Yeah,
for
verse
me.
chorus. Don't do full song.
Since we already demonetized the podcast.
Eagles, you don't want to mess with, you know.
If you go there, you better have it.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it easy. You want to go to that part?
Nobody.
All right, man. That's exactly. Give it up. Come on.
Good job. Go.
Thank you.
That's what I needed to hear.
How long have you been singing harmonies? Harmonies are so tough for me to get. Like,
Can I answer
In
that?
the
How old are
womb.
you? Yeah.
32.
So 33
32 years.
32 years and 9 months.
Not as long as I should have been doing it. Wow. Yeah, we've been in bands for a long time, and I've just been playing drums for forever, but didn't start singing until 6 years ago.
Was that him that was like, yo, dude, we should do this?
No, I think what it was is we went to a Eagles concert, and we were like, yeah, let's do that.
That's cool.
Or at least our best version of it.
Very cool. I think there's something that's so unique about twins singing. Like, I have 2 little boys, and we call them twins because they're literally 15 months apart, and they're so different. Are you guys different in the sense of like who you are? Like, do you guys enjoy different things? Like, what sets you guys apart besides music?
Hold on, we're gonna answer together. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
In harmony. I don't know. I would say he's a little more metro than me.
Oh shit!
He's wearing the boots.
That's a brother for you right
Wait,
there.
I don't even know what that means. What?
I don't know. He's wearing cowboy boots.
I wear the cowboy
Oh,
boots.
Metro.
You know,
Yeah, I got you.
But I don't know. We have a lot of the same interests. We like a lot of the same music. We're twins. We grew up together. We grew up listening to the same music. So
Yeah.
our interests there, pretty close.
I normally ask questions, but I want you guys to give me advice. Like, what can I do as a dad to raise 2 boys that like each other and maybe want to hang out with each other and be friends with each other? Like, that's my ultimate goal. You guys are literally living my ultimate dream.
Don't make them spend time together because we didn't like each other till after high school.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, don't force them to spend time together.
Okay.
It's terrible advice.
Terrible advice.
Terrible advice. Yeah, I mean,
If they don't want to, is what I was saying.
I don't know. Just because we didn't get along, like we've always been best friends, but we used to fight like brothers. Believe it or not. I don't know. But we went to college, different colleges, and I think he missed me. I don't know. So ever since then, we've been like super tight. I don't know. I think it's hands down me.
I'm nicer than he is.
You both.
He won't fight back.
So he'll fight
end up-
dirty.
You both end up with the same exact black eye and the same eye. Everything's the same after you're done.
We got in a fight and there were 2 black eyes, but they were both on me.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
One punch.
Yeah.
Damn. So my my last back to the song. I have 2 things that I wanted to tell you. First of all, where y'all from?
We're from south of Atlanta.
South of Atlanta.
Noonan, Georgia. Allen
Cool.
Jackson
My God,
town.
My
Very
brother lives
cool.
in Brooks.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's 10 minutes from me.
I just played a show in Noonan at
Where at?
an airplane hangar. I don't know.
Which one?
There's like
That's
2.
wild.
We opened. I played for
What was the
Restless,
address? Who
Restless
was there?
Road. But yeah, we opened up. It was a private event with Rodney Atkins and us.
That's awesome.
But Noonan, Georgia, dude.
Okay.
Can't get
Cool.
any more rural than that.
That's right.
So my only advice is, I could tell that normally you play drums, correct?
Right.
And I felt like this song, you guys have played it so many times a certain way that you were used to doing that with a solo and a band.
Yep.
My only advice is, when you come to a setting like this, you're gonna have to change it on a fly.
Yep.
Cut the solo. There's no solo. There's nobody to play the solo.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So just cut the solo. And then the other thing too was, I think there was, just the song in general, there was a few times where it just felt like you were leaning on the band. I could tell it was a big production song. Yeah. Maybe in this setting, play more of a songwriter song, or more of an intimate song that works better with just an acoustic guitar and your vocals. Because your guitar playing and your vocals together, phenomenal. I feel like the song was not exactly who you are. That's why I'm so glad you played the other song, because I felt like I felt who you were and the talent you had.
Yeah, the song didn't hit for me. I mean, go back to it's the Eagles, so it's hard to compare, but go back to that, you get to the hook pretty quick, and I kept waiting for a chorus, and there was really no chorus. There was no payoff. Especially, it took way too long to get there in the song. So I would get to a payoff where people are going to sing along, because the hit songs are things that people can remember really quickly and can sing along to, or that really impact them physically, And so I kept waiting for y'all to get there, and it didn't quite get there. So the song didn't hit for me. I agree on cutting the guitar solo. You got to be able to do the radio edit, in that moment. And then a question I have is just really a simple thing of, so is it the Duncan brothers, or is it Matt Duncan?
It's the Duncan brothers. I think you had to put a name.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I just want to make sure.
Again, that
that's
was
fine.
Cody's fault. Once again,
Wow,
Cody's fault.
Cody.
It's actually Duncan Brothers Band,
Duncan Brothers
Yeah.
Band.
which goes
Tell
to your
us- okay.
point. Yeah.
Rooster.
Yeah.
Tell us about Rooster.
Rooster.
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you know about Rooster?
Cody's just trying to get the attention
You
off
put
of
his
him.
name-
I
Put
think
his
I put
name-
that
He's
on there.
had, he's had
Oh,
two
yeah.
no-shows.
He was supposed to be
he
here.
He missed Brother Joe, and now it was
Rooster.
Matt Duncan and
the Rooster.
and-
Well,
Yeah,
to be
who's-
fair, Rooster is a no-show. So
But
Yeah,
no,
we're not gonna talk
so,
about it.
So are you guys? You obviously lean more on the band thing, right? Like, do you see yourselves as like an Eagles, or do you see who do you like? What's your dream?
I guess more of an Alabama. I don't know, a country version of that.
Cool.
Would be amazing. Yeah.
Cool. So, again, back to the performance. I factor everything in, and I'm only telling you guys this because I actually think you have something. I think you have something very unique. He was mentioning Chris and what's his brother's name?
Chris and Corey Lane.
Chris and Corey Lane.
Same thing. Chris is out front. Corey plays drums.
But-
He brings Corey out to sing some songs, that kind of stuff. Twins. Yeah, that's
no.
where I was
It's you already have an advantage. We had Jeffrey Steele on recently, and his big thing is like, whatever makes you unique, whatever makes you weird, or whatever people think is crazy about you is what makes you special, right? And you guys have something that's very special. Like, there's not many people that are twins that are as talented as you, right? So you need to lean into that, but you also need to, I know you said that, like, you're different. You need to dress similar, stage presence. Like, you need to have a similar vibe, right? And obviously your unique touches to that, but like, you guys have it, man. I really think your voices and everything about you, like, you're a couple songs away. I'm very impressed. Very impressed
Thank you.
by you guys.
Thank you very much.
And I'm telling you this because, like, it's so rare to see talent like you guys have that's just God-given, like, brother talent, and you can feel your energy on stage. So, man, yeah, give it up for that.
Thank
Duncan
you.
Brothers Band.
Thank y'all so
Thank
much.
you guys.
Yeah, Duncan Brothers, we're going to have you guys back. I want you to, my last piece of advice, I want you guys to work on a song that feels super vulnerable and weird for you, like uncomfortable. And I want you to bring that song on the show, and I want to have you guys back. Let's do
Sounds
it.
good. Thank you very
Give it
much.
up. Thank
We
you
want
guys
you to
so
look
much.
into each other's eyes. You know. Great job, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
news-
we got the bucket. We got the bucket. Last call for the bucket.
Bucket.
Anybody else? Oh, here, Duncan Brothers. Boom. Nice catch.
All right.
Bang. Let's go. 2 for 2. All right, we got the bucket.
Bucket.
We got some names. All right, Clay.
Here
let's
we
do it.
go. First out of the bucket, John D. Neal. John D.
We just saw him.
Let's go, John D.
All right.
What do you mean you just
John
saw
D.
him? What does that
Was,
mean?
was it Thursday or last Monday you were bucket pull? Last Monday. Oh, Thursday. Monday. All
All right.
Waiting for a treat. Dude, it might have been Sunday.
All right. A young artist moves to town, and they have $1,000 to invest in their career. This isn't money to spend on housing or food. This is $1,000 to invest in their career. What do they do?
It's only $1,000.
Just $1,000.
Do they already have music? I mean, I need more. I need more. Do they already have music out?
All right,
Do they
let's
have,
play
what's it- no,
hypothetical.
come
That's a
on,
good question.
come on.
That's a good
Say-
question. Let's say.
I mean, I'd say go throw a party
Okay,
here
okay.
at the Green.
I'll make this question better. They have.
Go to
Invite
Red-
some
go to
industry
Red
and buy
Door.
a bunch of drinks.
Go to Red Door.
No, here's a good.
right?
This is actually good. This is.
No.
Yeah, I'm glad you're asking this question.
No, seriously.
So they have a song recorded.
Yeah.
So they already have a song recorded. They're ready to go. It's the song.
Right.
They know it's a
Okay.
hit.
Yeah.
They have $1,000.
Sure.
What do they do?
Social marketing. I would spend it because you can do that fairly cheaply. And if that's all you have and there's a song already finished and recorded, I would spend that $1,000 on amplifying that song. I would do probably 20 pieces of content around it and spread that out over a couple of weeks and make sure that they are, dropping that song everywhere they can in different forms, different fashions, giving, and then taking that money to amplify those posts that the artist is doing.
So promoting the posts.
Correct.
You think just through like Facebook ads, or I'm going to get like really basic training. Like what do you mean by promoting the
Well, yeah, I mean, you can take it and you can add money to like amplify those posts that you already have, to put it in more places, to find the like artists that are similar, that and to end up on different pieces and different influencers, that kind of stuff, that might notice it, and to be able to put, because for pennies on the dollar, you can place ads where people can also click on it, download it, listen to it, all of those kinds of things. So I think there's a lot of, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, to be able to go in and to do amplification around that, if that's all the money you have. Because also, if it grows your socials, a lot of booking, talent agents that are booking you, managers, others that you're trying to get the attention of, they're going to look at your socials and how are those growing? What's the trend? What are, but again, it can't be a one size fits all, because, Facebook is not the same as Instagram. Instagram is not the same as TikTok. It can't be one piece of content that you run on all of them. There's got to be unique pieces around that. But you also need to be promoting the different platforms when it comes to Amazon, because it's so much of the voice. Request my songs, ask for the order. So what are you posting? And then amplifying that. But and Apple is very different. Spotify is very different. How the users interface. Save me, follow me, like me. YouTube is subscribe, all of those kinds of things.
By the way, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Playlisted Podcast. Hit the subscribe button, please.
And thank
if
you.
If you do anything tonight, please fucking subscribe.
And we don't have people go in depth like that.
No, it's so
no,
true.
But every platform is very different. Where you think, I'll just go there and listen to music. Well, if you're an Apple Music fan, that's very different than the Spotify platform, than it is with Pandora, than it is with Amazon. And are you Prime, or are you, or do you subscribe to the unlimited? All of those kind of things. Are you saving it? I mean, look, the holy grail for an artist, for any artist, is for somebody to save their song, because then it goes into a playlist, their playlist. And then it's there for a long time. I mean, okay, so, poll the people who changed their saved playlist, the artists on their saved playlist in the last 9 months. Not a soul. So once you get into my playlist, you're there forever. I mean, you're there for so long, and it's so rare for somebody to delete you because you took an action at that moment to go, I love this song and it means something to me, and so I'm going to put it on my playlist. And so, like, to get out of somebody's playlist is like next to impossible. That's the holy grail.
You just don't want to be on my gym playlist right now.
Why are you not there?
It's been a while.
Nice. But that's the thing. It's like, because then also we're looking at the metrics of how many people have searched you by name, have searched you by a song, have found you, have saved it, have thumbed upped it, or whatever it happens to be. But every platform is different in the mechanisms. And so you've really got to, so like I said, one piece of content that you service to everything is not enough. You've got to have 10 different pieces of content around one song, and what you post on TikTok is different than Instagram, than for Facebook, and then how you amplify that and the dollars you spend is different.
For sure.
Who do you think is a good person to go look up right now that does that
I think
very well?
Kelsey Ballerini, fantastic. She knows who her audience is. She, like, whenever she posts, whenever she's doing anything, whether it's about, and see, that's the other thing about an artist. The artist is the center of the universe, okay? So an artist, and there's 15 ways into that artist. And so you're like, but some of it's glamour. Some of it's, I mean, you see Kelsey all over the makeup commercials. Her music obviously is a massive thing. Her personality and her social life is a very big thing.
And her like home life too. Like,
Well,
just,
that's
like-
what I mean. Yeah. So there's 10 different ways into Kelsey Ballerini: touring, going to a concert, all of those kind of things. There's so many ways into her, and I think she does a really great job. Another person who does a great job with is Brandi Carlile, and knowing exactly who her audience is. This again goes back to the brand we talked about, knowing who you are as an artist, who your people are, who your fans are, and then giving them what they're looking for. Massive, because the minute you deviate from that, they're like, I'm out.
For sure.
I'm out.
No, it's so
that
true.
doesn't match up with what I think this person is, and I'm out.
I love that. John, hold on one second, because I have a question that I just thought of as you were talking about this. I had a moment in my career where I got a call from Warner Records, and they said, you're number one on our interface, something that showed that it was like socials or whatever. There's like a number. Can you tell me about that? I've never actually asked anybody about that. Is there like a software that shows artists that are like coming up or something?
Yeah, 100%. There's 20 of them.
Okay.
I mean, so there's so many of them that you can look at, whether it's Chartmetric or others. And some people have actually created, some companies.
It's like a number or something?
Yeah, yeah. Some companies, whether it be like iHeartRadio or Warner or anything like that, they've created their own equation where they take a certain piece of your social growth, they take a certain piece of your streaming, they take a certain piece of your radio success and that kind of stuff, and they create an equation that factors that and kind of boils it down into, I'll oversimplify it, but on a 1 to 5 scale, you know. And so if you're a 4.1, you're doing really great, because that means all things are moving up. When we are working with an artist, or when, you know, through a record label, on the back end of Spotify and Apple and Amazon and others, you can see like, how you're trending. It's almost like a gas gauge, you know, where it's like you're low. That means that people aren't interacting. They're not using the voice to request you. They're not searching for you by your name or by a particular song. But if you're hot, you know, and you're kind of like a heat map, you can see it where, okay, there's people searching for you. And sometimes that's an impact from a viral moment off of TikTok or whatever it happens to be, but they've seen it somewhere, they're searching for you. And so you can kind of get that, are you, you know, hot, warm, or cold, you know, yeah, hot or not. I mean, and it's like, so we can always see that at any given time. And you'll see it sometimes when people are on tour, because there's more people chattering. There's even ways where so there's it was actually created out of I think it was the University of South Carolina, which I'm a Clemson fan, so I never like talking about South Carolina. But they came up with and it was back when Twitter was hot, and you could like, it would search the entire universe of Twitter and like judge whether you were hot or not based on how many people were tweeting about you. And so but then you could also see whether it was positive or negative. And so you could really track that. And it's like, so we have all of those mechanisms to be able to see how things are trending. And the key is a trend. It's not 1 week, 1 moment, 1 day, anything like that. It's how are you looking over time, and are you headed, as we say, up and to the right?
For sure. No, I mean, I've always said this, like, as an artist, you got to look at yourself as a stock. Are you willing? Are you a stock that people want to invest in, or are you not? And I hate to say that because I know it's art, but it's very real. It's very real.
It's a business.
It's a business.
This is business.
Very real. All right, everybody, give it up for
John D. How does it feel to be
Neal.
at our show, man? We're just watching us. You're sitting on stage watching us.
I'm back here today because one of my favorite artists, Austin Bird.
John D.
Dude.
You're so sweet.
He is the first one to ever playlist my song.
Let's go, dude.
And I have
Song's
it in my
called
head.
Hold My Beer, Watch This. And then you guys, the funniest comment I got over CMA Fest was, what in the Joe Dirt impersonating Willie Nelson are you wearing?
Yeah.
So I wore my hair down for you guys.
That's awesome.
I remember this.
You got a bit of John Morgan going for you.
I met him, CMA Fest, yeah.
Shit. All right, so what are you playing?
Well, you mentioned Florida Georgia Line, and I have a song that's been done for a long time that I've avoided because I thought the words were wrong, but it says Florida Georgia Line in it. And I've been traveling all over the country, playing cover gigs, and I wrote this song by myself. So.
All right. What's it called?
It's called Where the Wind Blows.
All right.
Kind of sounds like a Cole Swindell song, but... I'm just chilling in. You think you got this whole world figured out? Your fancy cars and your jobs, yeah, you settled down. Found the one you don't want to live without. Bought a ring and you're moving to a bigger house. As for me, it's getting harder to believe I can keep going on chasing my dreams. Don't you ever tell me we got it easy. I remember Oklahoma thrills, Arkansas hills. Wonder what Missouri's gonna show me. Those Kansas City lights, late Branson nights, St. Louis blues gonna roll me. No Alabama tide, Florida Georgia line, the Mississippi River couldn't hold me. I live for those nights, and I'm going where the wind blows me. You say I need to give up or slow down. If you were here, you would find her and you'd stick around. I know you think I want what you have now, but I ain't ready to quit. You know I'm too proud. I work my way up, find out what's meant to be. Got what it takes, can't help it if I still believe. Fairy tales and love songs like I sang. But I remember Oklahoma thrills, Arkansas hills. Wonder what Missouri's gonna show me. Those Kansas City lights, late Branson nights, St. Louis blues gonna roll me. No Alabama tide, Florida Georgia line, the Mississippi River couldn't hold me. I live for those nights, and I'm going where the wind blows me. The life I wanna lead, 'cause where the wind blows me, so much I wanna see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The life I wanna lead, 'cause where the wind blows me, so much I wanna see.
Leave it hanging there. I like it.
All right. John D. Neal.
Thank
How
you.
you doing, man? How was your CMA Fest?
Man, it was awesome. It was awesome. I did something every day. Played at John Bon Jovi's. I wore that hat.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, by the way, shout out to Clay for wearing our hats. We got these hats. I always forget this every single show because I don't know why.
Me too.
I'm good at promoting the show, but I'm not good at promoting.
It's not supposed to be your job.
Yeah, well, if you guys want these hats, they're $35. It helps support the podcast, and you get to leave with. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
Really high quality.
AI made them. So, man, tell us about that song.
Well, I grew up in Oklahoma, and where the wind goes sweeping down the plains.
Have you been in a tornado before?
Yeah, Nashville or Oklahoma.
Oh, you been in one? Both?
I've been in one here, but I've never been hit by a tornado. But
Really?
I watched the three biggest businesses in my hometown get blown away when I was in middle school.
Oh, wow.
Wow, what were those businesses?
It was a trucking company, local hospital, and the local mall.
Holy cow.
Trucking company.
The
and
hospital got blown away? Were there people in it?
I'm sure I was middle school.
Is there a hospital where people
1999
aren't in?
was a long time
I'm
ago.
just saying, like, did they evacuate? Like, that's
That
fucking
sounds
terrible.
It's a hospital,
I
man.
know, but that's awful.
Like 400 people. Like,
Well, let's just say that Oklahoma's a little more on top of the coverage for tornadoes than Nashville has been,
shit.
in my experience.
Yeah.
And they'd be of the healthiest.
I know
one of
that's
the
a stupid
healthiest
question.
states too.
It's not a stupid question.
Well, it's just
a question asked by a stupid
What I meant
person.
was, did they get the people out of there? Jesus Christ! Of course, there's people in the hospital.
I'm sure they did, but yeah, two
I'm
of the
kidding,
two
I'm
of the
kidding.
businesses didn't come back. I
Wow.
grew up on Route 66. I'm going back there Saturday for a
Nice.
Route 66 event.
You got to get your kicks. Yeah.
Got to get my kick.
So the song's just about Oklahoma. Anything else?
No, I mean it's got Kansas City in there. It's I call it my Missouri song.
Missouri, yeah, I heard Missouri.
And so it's got a lot of Missouri references, and it's got the first half that's talking about the second half is about you say I need to give up so that I can find what you have, so I can have a family, so I can have kids. But yeah, that's what it's about.
So it was about a girl?
Isn't every good song about a girl?
Well, tell us about her. What happened?
I picked that song because I wasn't ready for that, but it was either that or "Don't Fall in Love with Me." That's the other song. I was scared of love for a long time. COVID hit. I got to live a great love story, and I had been spinning my wheels for too many years playing cover songs in Nashville. She gave up, left me for a work guy. So
A work guy?
yeah, she went on a work trip and never came back.
Oh.
No, she went on a work trip. Knew when I was going out of town, and she chose to leave then. And as far as I know, they're still together.
Where'd she go?
Kansas City.
Oh, shit.
Wherever the wind blew her.
Yeah.
Wherever the wind blew her.
And she blew him.
I wrote that song before her, so
Okay.
it's just a little ironic. But
Wow. All
I
right.
I listened to your podcast earlier today, episode 50 something with Clay right here, and one of the things he said was, why'd I even bring it up if I'm not going to remember it?
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
One of the things he said was to hold on to your songs. Like, you said something about not wasting songs. And so I'm glad. I thought I was going to throw that song out there this year because I've been coast to coast and going anywhere that I can to play for local gig pay most of the time. I just got tired of not traveling. I've played 300 gigs a year, multiple years in Nashville, but I wanted to see the country, and so it feels like it's the perfect year to finally throw out Where the Wind Blows.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's got to match, any song. As an artist standing on stage singing it, it's got to be relatable. You got to be able to, like, where you are in your life. You may have written that 5 years ago, but you weren't ready for that, and it is what you're living, what you're doing, what you're, that's a great way to look at it. Is like, it may not fit exactly where I am right now, but at some point it will.
And if it does fit, don't wait. It's like I have other songs that I've watched the years pass whenever I had them ready, fully produced, and I just didn't get everything else put together.
But also I'll say, don't get discouraged by that. If you look at, so Neil Thrasher, amazing songwriter here in Nashville, he wrote Jason Aldean's Flyover States. That song, amazing. That is my favorite. And Neil's written Rascal Flatts hits, multiple Jason Aldean, so many other hits that are incredible. But that song is like my favorite of his. That song, he wrote it, and it literally sat for 8 years. It got pitched around Nashville, got held like 10 times. Yeah. Yeah, right. And it's like, and it got held and cut and all this kind of stuff, but never made an album, never made a release or anything like that. And then finally Jason came along at the right moment, and that, it just is. It takes that right moment, the right match, the right time, whether it's you as an artist or another artist recording a song you wrote. Don't get discouraged by that, because they can sit out there for a long time, and then somebody just comes along and finds it and is like, I'm going to cut that, and that's me, and that's what's going on, and that kind of stuff. So
I love it, man. What my same question I asked earlier, but what do you want for the next 5 years? What's your dream?
The next 5 years, I want to tour, or I want to find a calling in the industry that, like you're doing right now.
It's awesome, man. Well,
I was possibly.
So you want his job?
No, I want a job. I want a job with you in A&R.
Oh, nice, an A&R guy. I like it.
Hell yeah,
that's awesome.
Well, man, I think the song was cool. I would tell you the same thing. I can't remember who was up earlier, but just slow down a little bit. And I know you were excited, but
that was Luke.
Yeah, be sure to just take it in, man. Like, the same
Slow down, Luke.
Luke
No,
Williams is my boy. That's what.
Well, so
I was
it's the
just here to
same-
watch.
But it's so what
I
are you
liked the last song you did last Monday.
it fits me more.
Yeah. If
my
you-
my last thing too. I feel like you were holding back on the story, and I know you said you wrote this before with your ex or whatever, but like use that because she went and she left you for somebody in Kansas City or whatever you said, but like use that story because sometimes the story means more than the song because
Don't let the facts get in the way of a great
don't
story, man.
exactly don't worry about and when you're promoting this song, talk about that. Like, go there. You have to. I'm sorry. That's honestly one of the biggest reasons I'm not really interested in being an artist at the moment is because you have to go there. You have to be so fucking real and share a side of you like that you don't really want to share sometimes. If you want to be an artist, and this is for all artists out there, you have to go there. You have to go to the deepest, darkest depths of hell of your life and your truth and your story because that's the only way people are going to listen to your music right now. It's not about the best song winning. It's about the best story winning right now. That's just a moment. That's just the moment we're in. It will come back. I promise you. It's going to come back to the best song. But right now, country music is a reality TV show. I've said it once. I'll say it again. You have to win on your story. And I don't know. You might disagree with me.
Look,
that's
I
okay
still
if you
no,
disagree.
but I still think best song wins. But I think the best song, again, we keep talking about realness. It's like, what's the story behind the song? That's what I want to know is like, where did that come from? Where did that happen?
You were holding back.
Yeah, it's like, look at what Taylor Swift has done. I mean, it's all about the stories. Now, it's her truth. Somewhere it's probably in the middle, of her and Jake Gyllenhaal or her and whoever. But it's one of those things where it's, that's where you got to be like, this is my story. This is my truth. This is what I'm telling because that's real to you. If it's real to you, then it's real.
I love that. Thank you. You saved me. That was great. All right, everybody, give it up for John D. Neal. Come on.
Thanks, John. Good
Thank
to see
you,
buddy.
man.
Good to see you, man.
You said it way more elegantly than I did.
Nah, it's all right.
I loved it. I love that. All right, rapid fire. We end the show this way. Something I've been hearing. I've been hearing rumors around town about certain songwriters.
I didn't do it.
No. It's not you. Trust me. Certain songwriters fronting the money to make their song become the radio single because then it becomes a hit and they can sell their catalog for a lot more money. From the label side of things, did you ever see that happening?
No, never.
Never saw it.
Never.
Okay.
No, it's just that's a slippery slope to go down because that means you're not picking the song on its merits. That it's being influenced.
Integrity of the song.
Yeah, correct. Again, going back to best song wins. Period. For an artist, that's not good for an artist either. It's not good for the writers because I'm telling you, the minute anybody gets any word of that, and it's like, wait a minute, I can tap into hundreds of thousands of dollars of money to fund working a single at radio or with the DSPs or anything else because they're willing to put up money. They're going to go tap that money. They're going to go look for that source of income. And then everybody starts having their hand out of like, okay, publishers, writers, everybody, and to me, writers already don't make enough money off of a hit single. And so it's just, there's going to be like, I'm aware of, and it happens in the pop world where an artist won't be a writer on a song, but in order to cut the song, they want to be included as a writer on the song. So to get a writer's share, which I think is complete horse crap. And it's like, if you were in the room and you wrote it, then that kind of stuff, great, you're a writer. But just to cut a song, it's like, they're just looking for a different revenue stream. I want to be a writer. Or they're buying credibility. And so that is the same, to me, that's the same thing of that. Boy, that's a dangerous road to go down of whether it be publishers or writers or anybody else paying or funding part of it being a single.
The radio road.
That is dangerous territory to go into.
No, I've been hearing rumors just from people I've had on the show, and I've never asked.
It's incredibly competitive out there right now to have the next radio single of an artist. I get that, and you're willing to do it, but boy, that's where you get into the aspects of, that may not be the best song then. For an artist, because if you're, name an artist and your single is not chosen because it's the best one, it's the best song you have, and you did it because of the money, that may ultimately wind up backfiring and sabotaging your career.
Totally. No, 100%. Well said. All right. Great applause. All right. Let's see. What would you tell an artist who keeps putting out song after song after song and they feel like nothing's happening?
Keep going. If you believe, and if you're an artist, and I would even say that to a record label, it's like, because you sign somebody because they are an artist and you believe in their artistry. It's not, even name it. George Strait, Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, or whatever, they've had songs that weren't massive hits. They've had great songs, they've had good songs, and it's like, but nobody stopped, and it's like, you have to weather that a little bit. And that was the thing on Hardy, with the mixtapes and all of that kind of stuff. And he was just such an incredible songwriter. You knew at some point it was going to hit, and you knew it was going to get it right, and just keep going. And because the way it was originally set up when we first started releasing music on him, it was 4 sets of 4. It was a 4x4. And so the song Rednecker, which really broke him out, was not in the first set of 4. It was in the second set of 4. And so it's like, but you believe in him as an artist, and it's like, these songs are really good and we got more coming. And it's like, it's the same thing with posting on socials. You don't know what's going to resonate. Who would have thought the guy on a skateboard drinking cranberry juice to Fleetwood Mac would become this thing? And it did. But it's like, nobody knows. If they say they know, they're lying through their teeth. And 100%. It's like, it's the same way with the song. You feel it and you go, I think this is a great song and a great artist, but you just don't know until it hits. And so I think it's just keep going. Keep going.
No, and I think the message and what you've said too is like, I personally believe it's not, because we had Ben Johnson on here and he talked about how Give Heaven Some Hell didn't go number 1, right? And like, that's one of my favorite Hardy songs of all time. And I think that song is connected with more people than ever. But like, just because it didn't go number 1 doesn't mean it wasn't a hit.
Number 1 is not a hit.
For sure.
That doesn't mean it. It means something, but it doesn't mean that it used to be. It's like, a top 5 is as good as a number 1. A top 10 sometimes is as good as a number 1 because it might be streaming even better, but because of the way the chart works, because of the way, things can be worked and politics and things like that, or like music research may not catch up with the song until after the song is done at radio, but it may be streaming like crazy. And so that a number 1 is not the sole thing that decides whether a song is a hit or not. And there are plenty of songs by big artists that are actually bigger live than the hits because the fans found it or loved it or grabbed onto it, and it's just a number 1 is only one metric of a hit song.
I love that.
Like Sam Hunt, right? Like you go to one of his shows and every song you're like, holy crap, I forgot about that song.
Yeah.
Not every one was a number 1.
For sure.
But you know it.
No,
you know
right.
it immediately.
Yeah, there's so many artists like that look, going back to Morgan Wallen, The Way I Talk literally peaked at number 19.
No way.
Yeah. Most people go, when you hear that in the show, everybody's singing every freaking word of that song. It did not take it. Yeah. How does it go, man? Sing it.
Yeah, sing it, Cody.
Don't ask me to do it. You already heard my rendition of...
Who sings that, though? No, I'm kidding. I'm teasing. But it's like, that's what most people don't understand, because now it's fun to look back and go, oh, well, that was a massive hit and all this kind of stuff, because everybody sings every word. And it's like, but it wasn't even remotely, it wasn't even close to a top 10. Yeah.
Wow.
So but it's a hit song.
No, I'm gonna summarize this up.
But it defined who Morgan was at the time, and that's why we put it out, because it was his story. He's East Tennessee, and it's the way he talks.
It's chapter one. It's chapter one. I'll summarize it like this. That was chapter one of a long book, and my biggest advice to artists is, like, you can have viral moments, you can have hit songs, you can have these things happen. And I've talked to some of the biggest artists in the world, and like, you have to just keep going and keep pushing and keep putting out music. And just because you think it's a hit doesn't mean the fans are going to think it's a hit. But like, it's not we are not in a world of one-hit wonders anymore. It's like, you have to just keep putting out hit after hit after hit after hit, and that will define your career. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, even throwing it further back, Blake Shelton, he had a song called Playboys of the Southwestern World. The most fun song. You've never heard it?
Exactly. Never heard it.
Never heard it.
Never heard of that song.
I know a
I'm
lot
done.
of Blake
I'm out.
Shelton songs.
I'll see you guys. Come
I've
on.
never heard
Okay,
it.
your homework for tonight on the way home is to
gonna-
listen to Playboys of the Southwestern World. That song live was the most fun. Everybody sang every word of it and that kind of stuff, and was never a radio hit. Because
shit.
it was Austin and Old Red and all of that kind of stuff. But when he did Playboys of the Southwestern World in the show, it was like everybody lost their mind. And it's like, it's almost like Keith Urban, Stupid Boy, and it's like, that is an epic moment to watch him do that. Never a hit. But it's like, but the crowd and the live. So there is live, there is recorded, but it's only one metric of a hit. Eric Church, he has an entire show of songs that were never radio hits that the church choir flips out over and knows every word. And it's like, so yeah, I mean, define what's a hit.
No, you're right. It's one metric. You said that. One metric. There's so many metrics now that we get to judge our music.
Y'all both
by.
have to text me later tonight.
I'm going to listen to it 100%.
Playboys of the...
My last question, what are you excited about over the next year? You have so many things going on. Last time you were on, you weren't even able to talk about the merch company, but like, what are you excited about?
Oh, man. Yeah, that's tough. There's a lot going on. I would say Fillmore, Fillmore is an artist who was on Curb Records, and Fillmore is best friends with Pitbull. There's a song coming called Yeehaw with him and Pitbull. And he did it on the New Year's Eve, Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. There's a version of that coming that's a little cleaner. And that's exciting. I'm really excited about that. I think there are a number of new artists, Vincent Mason, several others that are really breaking through, that I'm excited about, that I don't have anything to do with. I just love, I love watching new artists break and being able to, just see them grow, and seeing friends in the industry that I know what they've poured into those artists and how hard they've worked, and to see that. I tell you what I love is that I love now that you're starting to see, what I'm really excited about is kind of everybody talks about the changing of the guard and all that kind of stuff, but it's like, I love to see like the Red Clay Strays, and I love to see our other artists like coming into and really bending the genre of country music that is not, I'll end on this. I think the single most exciting thing to me, and the Red Clay Strays are part of this, Brandon Lake is part of this, all of that. I've never been around a CMA Fest where this is probably the most impactful one I've ever seen, for people talking about Jesus and talking about following God and all of that. When you see Jelly Roll and you see Brandon Lake doing the Cowboy Church, and you see Brandon Lake come out with Bailey Zimmerman last night, and you hear everybody talking about how they have to thank their Lord and Savior and all of those kind of things. And there's so many people that are genuine about it because it's been frowned upon. It's never been accepted. And I think there is a real, I think that curtain is coming down where people aren't afraid to say that and aren't afraid to talk about their testimony and what it means. And I am a person of that. I think, in that, because for the last year and a half, searching through my career of what's the last third of my career going to look like and praying really hard about, because I'm an action person. I want to take over. I want to take control. I want to control my own destiny, all that kind of stuff. And sometimes we just can't control it. And we have to give it up to God to and I always say when I pray, is like, you're going to have to smack me in the face because I'm not the smartest person in the room. And I need to really see it in my face. And to see that the Dylan Marlowe's and you see Connor Smith and you see all of these artists that are followers and believers, and to not being afraid to share that anymore. I think that, and blending Christian music with country music, it's been happening, but when you see Chris Tomlin doing stuff with Thomas Rhett and Tyler Hubbard and at Lady A and all these other kinds of things, and you see Gary LaVox and Rascal Flatts and doing stuff with Torrin Wells and other things like that. I love that. I love that because those two genres are probably the closest of any with the people that listen to it and believe and that kind of stuff. If you had to tell me one thing I'm excited about, that thrills me.
That's awesome.
Absolutely thrills me.
No, that's awesome.
Let's do it.
It's exciting. It's cool to see. Well, I want to thank all the artists. I thought tonight was just an incredible night of
great
talent.
Stuff.
Every one of you guys was so talented.
So brave to get up here and play.
Yeah.
I could never do, it's easy to sit here and talk. I could never do that.
It's
ever.
ridiculous. I've never done it. Nope. Clay.
Austin.
Thank you for coming back.
Okay, next time I come back.
Maybe.
No. I'm not coming back until you're prepared to do one song.
I'll do a song next time you come.
One
Deal.
song.
Next time you come back is the first time I'll play.
Okay.
How about that? Give it up for Clay Hunnicutt. I'm Austin Burke. Cody Hawkins. Mikey on video. Holt on sound. This is the Green Light Bar Playlist and Podcast. Thank you guys so much.